Alright, we're here at Douglas Lake. I'm going to be hunting for some Douglas diamonds. Wish me luck. There's a start. People have been digging holes, and I'm kind of wondering if they're pulling up bigger ones than just little tiny fingerling size. Makes you wonder. Huh. We'll see what the dirt around here is made up of. Clay. And some of the best places to look is where the rain has run off and formed all these little tiny trenches. That's where they tend to get washed down, but they're all over if you know where to look and know what to look for. But people come here a lot, so you know what could be laying here a couple days prior has now been picked up, and people might miss a few things, so we'll keep looking. All right, I think I see one. Here we go. Right there. See it? Oh yeah. What helps is looking for that glint on a sunny day like this. Find something that's attracting that sunlight. Also, I also look for flat faces or hexagonal shapes, because some of these are not clear. Some of these are smoky. And at the end of this video, I'll show you what I've found so far visiting this lake on and off this past month and a half. This will probably be the last time I get to come out here before the lake comes back up, so I probably won't be able to look for any more until the next fall. All right, continue on. That's probably glass. Oh, no, it is not. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's break that off. Break that dirt off. Okay, so it's not complete. Okay, but this, I'm going to keep this one just because it's a clear piece of quartz, but it has been broken. Glistening in the sunlight. Awesome. That's a keeper though. Not what I'm looking for, not a diamond. Of course, these aren't diamonds that we're seeking out here. They're merely double terminated quartz crystals. Some of them can get about maybe like that big, you know. But most of them are very small. But you will find good quality quartz here, which makes you wonder if there's double terminated quartz that are much bigger than what people are typically finding. And as big as that piece was, I thought it was glass. I'm glad I checked it out. It was not glass. There we go. It's covered in dirt. Here's another something. There's another something. Let's see, where'd it go? I just lost it. Too small. I'm not keeping anything too small. But the glints are there, you know. These things will pop on a sunny day. Too bad these things are not diamonds, though, I tell you what. Be a rich man. You'd be a rich guy or lady looking for these things. Which makes you kind of wonder, how come these aren't valued at a price that we can actually make money off of, you know? They don't want us to be rich, folks. They don't want you to be wealthy, that's why. If diamonds were as easy to find as these quartz crystals, we'd all be millionaires. They don't want that, God forbid. All right, let's press on for a little bit longer. Here we go. One right there. See it? Good size too. All right. Get this cleaned off a little bit. That one, my friends, is perfect. Almost perfect. Clean that mud off. Sorry about that. All right, cool. Let's see what else is around here. Ooh, you see it? Right there. Right there. It's a little tiny cluster. All right, those are keepers. Ooh, ooh. Broken, I'm going to keep that one. These are a little broken. All right. Let's continue on. Now, I don't know, but I would assume that these double terminated quartz pieces, and especially the real small ones, are probably coming out of broken geodes. As you walk along here, you will find broken pieces of geode. A lot of them really don't have much in them. Some of them are solid. Some of them are nice. But I venture to say that's where a lot of these quartz pieces are coming out of. I could be wrong, but that's my guess. Either way, it's pretty cool. There's a few people out picking at them. There's always somebody out here hunting these things. And this is just one of many spots along this lake. But this is I think this is the more popular spot. And the bigger spot to hunt for them. So a lot of people come here. All right, let's press on. I'm not going to stay too much longer because I have to head down the road. Let's see what else we can find here. Here's one. Here's a nice point. Oh, it fell. Again, a nice point. I might keep that one. Nice enough. I've been trying not to keep any ones that are broken or too disheveled. When I first came out here and started finding these things, I was keeping every single one I found. And then upon taking it home and cleaning them up, I'm like, these kind of suck. So I've been very selective as to what I keep. Now here's an example of what I was talking about. Here's some geodes. A lot of these are filled up, flat, broken. So like this one right here, looks like a host rock with some botryoidal, is that how you pronounce it? Right in there. It might get cleaned up nice, I don't know. Not what I'm going for. I don't have any pouches or bags with me to carry any big stuff, so I'm just grabbing small little diamonds, and then be on my merry way. But if you're going to come out here, I highly recommend bringing a bag or something to haul all your goods in, because you'll end up picking up more than just the quartz crystals. You'll find geodes and other rocks of interest. I'm seeing a glint over here. Let's see what this is. I lost it. probably nothing. Huh. Let's head over this way a little bit, and I think that's going to be it for the day, unfortunately. I spy with my little eye glass. Shit. Ah, damn it. That tricked me. Huh. Where'd it go? Ah, come here. So I was walking this way, and I turned around, and a glint hit my eye. And there she is. And it fell. There it is. Beautiful piece. Absolutely gorgeous. All right. This has been fun. Seeing more glint, but that's likely going to be glass. Yeah, glass. That's the downside is you're going to run into glass. This spot's not bad for it. Honestly, it's not that bad, but you're still going to run into glass. That's probably why a lot of people come here, because there's a lack of litter as opposed to other places where it's nothing but glass in some areas. So this one's not too bad. There's enough of these little diamonds that there's enough of these little things that among the glass you will find them, and it's fun. It certainly is fun. When you go to a rock shop and you buy your own rocks, you're like, oh, this is pretty, oh, look what I bought. But when you find your own crystals, that's when your love of rocks hits a whole new level. Your love of rock collecting, rock counting, crystal collecting. When you start finding your own, that's when things become fun. So yeah, I would much rather be looking for them than buying them, because sometimes when you buy them, they charge too much, and yet at the same time, there's not a lot of money in this stuff. It's not like people are collecting these little diamonds and quartz crystals here and making a killing off of it. I wish you could. I wish you could make a fortune with just a handful of these little double terminated quartz beauties. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful day like this. Now the water's come up since I started coming out here about a month or so ago. It took me forever to find this spot. I've been trying to find this particular freaking spot for a couple years now, because nobody, disclosed it. And it's not like a private area. This is public. This is a public boat launch. Up there you see all the cars. That's where a big parking lot is. There's another parking lot up there. The boat ramp is over there. So it's a known spot, but when people talk about Douglas Lake here in Tennessee, it's a big lake. There's a lot of spots. So there's a lot of places to look for when you're looking for these crystals. But I think this is the hot spot. This is where people go, because there's a lot to comb through. And every year, I'd say, when the water goes down and exposes the bed here, more stuff gets exposed, as water gets churned up. And when we get rain throughout the fall and winter months, it washes away old dirt, where you can get more exposed crystals. That's why it's always good to do this. The best time to do this is on a day like this, bright and sunny, preferably warm. And today's beautiful. It's in the 60s. And you want to do it after a good rain, when things have kind of been washed away a little bit, to where, the crystals aren't washed away, but they're more exposed. So that's the key. Now, I have come out here on a cloudy day, and I have found some. And again, that's when you look for things that are straight, flat. So if the crystal's laying on its side, for example, you want to find hexagonal shapes if they're exposed. So you just got to know what to look for. But it really helps when the sun is out and you catch that glint, and then you got a 50-50 shot. It could be a crystal, it could be glass. So it's always fun. Let's see what we got here. Anything interesting? Not really. All right, well, I think I'm going to call it. I found some good ones, and at the end of this video, I'll show you what I have at home, what I've found thus far. And hope you guys enjoy. Look for more videos to come. Peace out. All right, so real quick, before I do go, right there. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, that's a beaut. That is a beaut. This one right here is interesting. Oh, come on, get into focus. So, oh wow, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at this. Now, here is an example of, I'm probably not going to keep this one. This is a piece of quartz, milky quartz, double terminated. But see how gnarly it is? But that's how big they could get. So there you go. So a little tip, little pro tip here. If you come out here to Douglas Lake or anywhere where you get to do this, and you're looking for that glint. So what's worked for me is facing toward the sun. When I face away from the sun, my shadow's casted that way. You're not going to get much of a glint, but when you face toward the sun, if it's not too low in the sky, that's when you can get all the glint. So what I've done, what's helped me out, is walk down that way a little bit, and as I come up this way, that's when I start searching. So yeah, God, that is so beautiful. Look at that. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace. All right, so pardon the video here. I'm trying to get a good shot of these crystals. So this is the next day of me doing that shoot. These are the ones I found today, or yesterday. So let's go over these. These are better quality ones that I have found since going to Douglas Lake. And in here are some other ones. So I got the camera set to where it takes close-up views. So that's why it's blurry in the background. So we'll start with this one right here. See if I can get it in better light. Okay. We have this one right here. We have this beauty right here. I love this one. I love smoky quartz. And that is beautifully done. Look at that. Next, this little guy has a nice little point forming on top of it. I think that's pretty neat. All right. I have this one right here. Yep, and I dropped it. I'll get that in a minute. Let's see here. There's this one. Here's another smoky quartz. Big fan of smoky quartz. Especially when I can find it. Big fan of smoky quartz. So here's a close-up of all these. let's move on to these beauties over here. So, let's see. I have to switch hands. Let's go with this one here. Here's a little tiny one. I'm going to try and do this one justice. See the double. See how clear it is too. You can see the background even showing up on that thing. Let's see here. Here's a nice point. Here is a nice one. This one's broken, but it's still not bad. Here's a decent one. Let's see here. This is a perfect example, just about, of what a Douglas diamond should look like. A double terminated quartz. You can see how clear it is too. Here's one that's really neat. This is a double-headed one. One of my favorites. I was real happy when I found that one. I found it at one of those big holes too that was being dug out there, and it was just sticking right on the top. Now this one right here is so far the biggest complete double terminated quartz I found at that spot. Now I found bigger pieces of quartz that we'll get to in a moment, but this is the biggest one that's complete. Okay, I'm hyphenating that one. Well, not hyphenating, underlining that point there. This is a complete one, meaning it's not broken, not fractured. Here it is. Nice little smoky quartz. I mean, it's got a little fracturing in it, but it's more or less a complete piece. All right. All right, let's move on to what we got in here. All right, so as I move along, let's go with this one here. This one's pretty cool. This is like a little cluster, geode type deal. I think you guys will like this. See all those little clusters there? And then right inside there. All right. Next is a really cool piece, probably one of my favorite little clusters or matrices, basically. It's two smoky quartz, double terminated, kind of grown together, stuck in a quartz matrix. Tell me that's not cool. Tell me that is not cool. Next up, Here are some bigger specimens, which I will actually grab with my hand. Well, here's one. Before I grab those, here's one I think is really neat. Let's see here. There is another one. Oh, grab that. Nice little tiny cluster there. All right, now let's get on to some bigger stuff, which I will grab with my hand. So this right here, I love this piece. This is a nice piece here. Now, I said I found bigger, pieces of these double terminated quartz, but many of them were not complete or they were broken of some sort. Well, this is an example. This one right there. And the yellow right there is just the mud, the clay that these sit in. Next up, nice little cluster of sorts. I thought this was neat. All right. Let's see what else here. That one. Let's go with this one here. This is a nice little piece here. Again, just a little cluster. And this one right here is a pretty good size one, but it's not complete, of course. I wish it was. But what's neat about it, it's got little clusters growing from it. So it's a piece of milky quartz. And you can see where it's all, eroded and broken and whatnot. And then you can see all these clusters here growing from it. Here is a cluster, I guess, geode. This is nice. This is, I believe, smoky quartz. This is just really neat looking. So I figured I'd share it. Get a better shot here. See if I can get better lighting. There we go. There we go. You can see that. Turn it over. Let it focus. Come on. There we go. You got to get close. The setting I have on my phone is made for close-ups. Let's see. Another one. If I can find a decent one here. Here's a piece of broken geode with a beautiful little sparkle in it. All right, let's move on to some of these over here. Here's one of the first ones I found at Douglas Lake, but not at that location. This is a piece of quartz. You can see the hexagonal shape. That's what I look for. If there's a point, I look for it. All right, so yeah, there's that. Other things I have in this little box, I've shown you in previous videos. These were found in Middle Tennessee, outside Nashville, actually outside Mount Juliet. And these are fossils, conchoidal, not conchoidal. I don't know the technical term, I'm sorry. But these are fossils, plant fossils, that were found at the bed lake, lake bed. Very neat. Got this one right here. This has been flattened. Looks like it's got a little agatization there, possibly. Definitely got this. And I'll do another video showing more rocks that I found and whatnot. But yeah, that's just some of the stuff I found at that Douglas Lake. Some of my Douglas diamonds, once again. Love these little guys. Great little collection. And I'm sure there's bigger ones out there. They must be found. Search for them, folks. Peace out.